Sorry, I don't want to get late. Aloha, everybody.
Aloha, everybody.
What you been up to?
Nothing much. The last time we were on here, it was Christmas. So I've started school. I've started projects. I've started chapter quizzes. We've helped your parents clean out the house.
Really?
Technically, the bedroom and the closets.
That part.
We have, let's see, what else have we done? I've hung out with my mom and dad, helped my mom and dad because the corona bug hit their house.
That's not good.
We've all been back to work,
Yeah.
away from it all. So that catches us up just a little bit.
No, we forgot to open up. Hey, hon, what you doing?
Nothing much.
Nothing much. I'd like to say hey to Jim Foster, the not so the man of the house of the RV DJ. Not necessarily the better half, but it'll go.
Yeah.
Miss Kimberly Mack. I saw her over in the boondocking with Boomer. In his live chat. I'm not sure if he's still live, but I asked her.
So you were stealing people, you thief.
Trying. She said she was down in the Florida Keys.
I did hear that.
She said love from Key Largo. That's a little bit north of Key West, my birthplace.
But I bet you I know who she's looking for.
Who's that?
Someone has recently bought property on Key Largo. Uh-oh, I have to take this phone call.
You go ahead and take this phone call. But yes, I was born in Key West, hence the reason I asked how is it down in my neck of the woods, in my neighborhood. I consider Keys my area, my neck of the woods. I apologize for interrupting the Red Green show. But if you can come in and tell me what that pledge is, I'll be glad to bring you in. The link is in the chat, and we got Mr. Jim down in the basement. Give me a thumbs up real quick. Let me know that you're ready to come in.
Hey, it's the conch.
It's the conch, the one in the not so better half of the Aloha conch.
No, that's a matter of opinion. Hello, Chief. See that you're in the chat, Kimberly, Elizabeth. Oh, that's Elizabeth. She's taking a phone call.
My Elizabeth.
Yeah. I know it's your Elizabeth. So, unfortunately, the celebrity of between the two of us is busy trying to edit video from something she shot this afternoon. So she will, if she finishes, she will pop in. So
I want to go ahead and take this powered by StreamYards out of here, and I want to pop my logo in and get that going. Kind of a bit of a StreamYards hack over here.
Quantum Omni Funcus Morti. When all else fails, play dead.
Oh,
It's some words to live by.
Yeah, yeah. And I always try to listen to him, but sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes. So
Sometimes.
how's everything in your neck of the woods,
Well,
Jim?
we finally got dug out from the 18 inches of snow, and they're telling us that we're about to get anywhere from 4 to 12 tomorrow. There's someone at the door. Are you kidding me? Who the hell's at my door? Let's see who's at my door.
Yeah, you're making a whole lot of
It's
noise.
a guy.
Hold on. Maintenance is here. Hello, maintenance. There's water coming to me? Oh, I haven't seen any. They
Do
were
I need to take
banging
you
and
out
hung.
of the chat for a minute?
You going to take me out?
Do I
If
need
that's-
to?
No.
Okay. But if you do need to go and check with them, but
No,
yeah,
they've been banging upstairs in the apartment upstairs, and I guess they're making sure that they haven't wrecked anything down here. It's fine. So anyway, I was just starting to say is that we finally got dug out from the 18 inches of snow that we had here last week, and now they're predicting, depending upon who you listen to, either 4 to another foot of snow.
Hmm.
Good night, sir.
we don't have snow down here.
Yes, I'm aware of that. And when it does snow down there,
If I
it's
get
like
snow, I need to move
it's
south.
yes.
My dad moved away from the snow.
If it's like
And no.
it's like
Mm-mm.
he takes a pinch of flour, put it on the ground. The entire state is closed for 2 days.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys don't have any equipment to move any snow.
Yeah.
They don't have it here either, but they don't care. You know. So I want to welcome back the brains of the outfit. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you?
She's got to put her ears in real quick.
She got to put her headset in. Can she
Yeah.
hear me now? Can you hear me now,
Yeah.
hon?
Yeah.
I want to welcome you, the brains of the outfit, back. So
I had to step away and make a phone call, answer a phone call.
yes,
Yeah,
it's so
but,
annoying
we were
it's so annoying when people call you in the middle of a live stream. You know, like they should be
Yeah.
up here. You know, with
Yeah.
everybody else.
And
So-
we were saying we were cleaning out my parents' closet this past weekend, and got ourselves a pretty good wardrobe. In fact, we're wearing shirts from them now. I'm my Alabama shirt and her
Auburn shirt, nice
both-
divided.
both Columbia shirts. On the way out, the last trip out to the car, my mother walks out holding a very prized possession for me now. An actual conch shell from
look
the
at that.
Caribbean. And if y'all see in the logo, it's kind of I can't quite get the orientation right here, but it's sitting about like it should be in the logo. And I got to be very careful with this. Where should I put it? Right back to where it was.
Why don't you put it, Elizabeth? Why don't you put it someplace where you can't reach?
Yeah, I need to do that.
Here's the thing. I'm about a foot taller than she is.
That's all right. She'll
I
just
could
if
put
you try
it
to
on the
get up
ledge.
there, she'll just cut you off at the knees.
Well, you could put it up there
On the ledge.
on the ledge. And we did get
Why don't you
call.
put it? Does it fit in that area behind you there where that blue decanter set is?
Yeah, where the blue glass is.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
could put it there. Yeah, we could put it there.
I think that
What you
would
got?
be, if you're going to do live streams, that would be like the perfect place. And then you could put a little hula girl in front of it, and it would be a little on top.
Yeah.
We actually.
I'll send you a bill for that idea.
Okay.
We do live streams wherever we think it's convenient and most lighting. And this is the newest light fixture above us in the dining room with redone lights. So it's the brightest one in the room. And we're in the kitchen, and I have memorabilia on the cabinet behind us that has been given to me and collected through the years. So I collect Coca-Cola and do not drink it. And everybody thinks that's weird, but
that's because
just
he drinks enough Coca-Cola for the both.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that the truth?
I that's what he
down
says.
4 cans while at the station.
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
Yes, we're doing
And
fun here right now.
I'm so jealous of Kimberly Mack right now. She's saying it's 82 in the Keys, and you just hit my elbow with your chair.
Sorry.
Funny.
Oh, I hit the funny button? 82 in the Keys. She says it's been raining, but I would take rain down there any day.
Yeah.
Instead of rain over
that part. There's 48
no, don't
last
go over
time I
to
saw
Boomer.
here.
He's not doing anything important over there.
Boomer's 45 outside.
Boomer's just putting crazy things up on the internet.
Isn't Boomer that strange Canadian?
Yeah, Canadian. Yeah, he's a Canadian. Yeah, you missed the game day that Sonia did today. We tried a new game. Yeah, we tried a new game. It didn't work out as well as we wanted to, but it's like one of those. It's kind of like fill in the blank, of something. Well, poor Lance. It was Lance's turn in the barrel today, and I mean, every time that somebody could work an answer in where Lance's name was in it, it went in there for an hour and 15 minutes. I mean, it was just really. But unfortunately, what we thought the game was going to do, it didn't do it that way. So the live, I think Sonia said you took the live stream down because it wasn't really. It was fun while we were doing it, but so we have to come up with something else for Saturdays. I'm sure that her little productive mind is working on that. And what else is going on? Really, really nothing. Just more snow that we really don't need. And
snow that y'all can't handle.
Well, you know what it is that they've got the snow plowed here up to hills, like, I don't know, 10, 12 foot high. So if you put another 5 to 8 inches of snow on top of that and then try to plow it a lot again, it's just going to be
make a mountain.
A bigger mountain.
Yeah.
And then it's supposed to get really cold here. So it's going to turn into a mountain of concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before it does that, they got a slight indentation for those snow sleds or
toboggans,
snow shovels, so that people can go down.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No, it's we haven't had snow like this in about. Well, last time we had a really big one like this was, I think, 1996. So we're due.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember a snowstorm where we were on the interstate highway and we're out there in one of our emergency trucks, the big emergency trucks, and we were plowing snow with the front bumper.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to rescue people that were stuck in their cars.
I remember a road trip from Alabama to Walter Reed and a doctor's appointment. And I remember getting stuck in the snow and in the car. And it was not pretty. It was not fun. And being a child and having mom, dad, and little sister in the Oldsmobile at the time, it was a very interesting event. So my dad, originally from Wapakoneta, Ohio, and that area of Columbus, and moving around with his dad and that job originally as a child, my dad has said, now being Dothan, Alabama, Fort Rucker, Alabama, I'm as far north as I want to be ever again. And yeah, no, you guys can keep that wet stuff. I'll go visit it when I want to see it on the Big Island.
I do have one announcement, honey.
What?
Plug your ears. It's her birthday.
Oh.
Are you telling them Thursday's my birthday?
Is she going to be 25 or 26?
24.
24?
Pinocchio. Don't
My
let
nose
poke
ain't
you in the
growing.
eye. Something like that.
It's just a number, dear.
26 and holding.
Isn't that the truth?
The phone keeps going off. My dad says jealous. I don't know why he's jealous.
Of what?
That's all it says, jealous.
Why? Because it's not his birthday?
Probably.
Oh.
He got a bigger toy than I got.
True.
I mean, I'll take his toy for trade for a birthday.
I don't think we should be talking about the size of people's toys here. I mean, really, you know.
I mean, and the fact he's got two of them.
I know.
He's got two. Okay.
You know, I mean,
what are we talking about
here?
If
they get mad at each other, they have a his and hers Matilda.
True.
So
he's going to take the diesel. He has not yet gotten rid of the old Matilda because they're still working on the new Matilda.
Because Matilda is cranky.
So enlighten us. What is old and new Matilda?
The RV.
They have a gas.
Well, they have a 99 Fleetwood Bounder,
which is gas
puller, 35 foot.
Okay.
And they've got.
Her name is Matilda because they were Navy and Australia has meaning to two of them.
Okay.
And the new Matilda is a
diesel push
Endeavor, and she's about 38 foot.
Her name is still Matilda.
And they are working on the radiator pump hoses, something like that.
So if you go in the driveway and you call Matilda, do they both come?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to say Matilda G or Matilda D.
I got it. Just don't put gas in the diesel and diesel in the gas, and you're fine.
You won't go far that way.
Hi, Barbara.
That would be a big hot mess.
I wonder if that's Barbara from RV Underway.
That's exactly what it says.
I think so.
It could be an imposter.
Is that
not with that hair?
Is that your ma?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I'm still hanging on her last nerve. I don't know how.
But you know, I don't know. My mother is 85, and if I get out of line, she just gets up on a stool and smacks me right in the head. So.
And you'll take it. You'll take it probably.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So you just watch out. My mom's, you know. I mean, I lived at home until I was 22, and other than when I was going to work, if I was going out, where are you going? When are you going to be home?
Don't do nothing.
And she wasn't. And she wasn't. She never held back about. I don't think you should do that. Mom, I'm a grown-up. I'm a policeman. I carry a gun all the time. I don't care. She was right. Growing up, my parents were. I might talk about this because there's not a lot of people in here. But my dad was terrible with money. My mom was a full charge bookkeeper. So she straightened out. She straightened out all of his money programs and stuff. And then as I was growing up, she taught me very important skills. She taught me how to balance a checkbook. She taught me how to iron and do laundry. She taught me how to cook. And she says, "You're not going to be helpless like your father." So now that I pretty much live alone, I'm very happy that my mother took the time to teach me those basic life skills. So
I am jealous of my daddy right now.
Why? What's he doing?
If anybody knows anything about the Red Green Show,
oh
I
yes, I
believe it's
know the
based
Red
out of
Green Show.
Canada. He just sent me a text that he's got official Possum Lodge swag.
That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
they're not on.
I'm gonna have to do.
They're not on the air anymore. I think they're somewhere. They may be somewhere on the internet or streaming or something.
In fact,
that was
I
a
didn't
funny
realize. I didn't realize it until he mentioned it in one of his last slides that Colin Mockery came from or was in that show, and he was also on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah. So
Comedian
that's
from.
yeah. What was that? I mean, she can't find you handsome. You might as well find you handy. And
Yeah,
and the answer to everything is duct tape.
duct tape, man's best friend.
Always duct
Okay.
tape.
And
Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, you done with your editing yet?
Hey, no. She just couldn't stand to to not say hello to you guys. She's exporting, so maybe what I'll do is when she's done exporting, we'll change seats so we don't have to do another thing. You're frozen, JW. You look like this.
Uh-oh, not good.
Up. Put another quarter in the internet.
Let me get that right.
Did you fix it or did you break it?
I try to fix it. I might need to get an engineer to come through the screen on this side of the screen and help me with it. One who knows how to do all that stuff.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
But they also had no. We are plugged in, hardwired.
Really? And you're having freezing problems?
Yeah.
It's raining here, and we're in a.
That I mean, is it old? Is it an old deployment?
No.
No.
It should.
No.
If I had to guess, I'm betting that it's the connection outside the house that's getting water in it. If you only get it in the rain, or it's the connection at the pole because they didn't put any sealer on it, so a little bit of dampness gets in there and it slows your speed down.
That's a possibility. This neighborhood, this house was built in '97, so that's always a possibility. Not saying that the internet's that old.
Well, like I said, if you're getting speed problems out there, which is the only reason that your video, your stuff would freeze,
Yeah.
I mean, the quick and dirty is to go to speedtest.net and see what your up down is. Because to do video, it's not so much the download, it's the upload.
Yeah.
And the internet companies don't give you like a lot of upload speed.
They'll give you like what, 10 up, 10 down to 1 up or something.
Yeah, it's like here it's 50 between 50 and 70 down, and if the wind's blowing the right way, I'll get anywhere from 5 to 7 up.
He put that his red green swag on his hat. It's a pin. I need him to tell me where he got this red green swag so I can get some.
I'll bet you can find anything on the internet. If Lance was here, he'd be going on the internet.
He probably Googled it.
Google.com.
Google does it. Google knows everything.
Wait a minute now.
I'll be right back.
Wait a minute now. We might want to argue with you on that one.
I got to tell you something. I was dealing with a client a few years ago, and before I talked to somebody
that I've not yet taken out of the package.
He was telling a story.
Yeah, that's all right. What do you got? I don't need Google. Wife knows everything. Yeah. That's
he
the
picked
only
that up
thing,
this week.
That's the only thing that is the exemption of Google knowing everything. So anyway, I'm on the phone with this guy. Oh, Brie is here. Brie, what do you mean you're busy? What possibly could you be doing? except laughing.
Are we not somewhat mildly entertaining?
Apparently, by her standards, no, we're not.
We got to step up our game. Maybe we should ought to give out some of our time to somebody who can play some music.
You have to you have to find music that you won't get a copyright hit on.
I might know some people.
Yeah, if you, I mean, you know, if you can do some stuff where you're getting free music,
What
doing
are you
that
fiddling
sort of
with
thing.
over here?
Something.
What is she opening?
A package you got from Amazon.
Did she bring enough for everybody?
No.
It's only big enough for.
Elizabeth.
It's only big enough for two. Sorry. You're gonna have to. Yeah.
What the hell did she get? What is that?
That is a tree hammock for two.
A tree hammock for two. Aw.
We got it between Christmas and February for our camping supplies.
Okay.
We're building up our supplies. And it came in the mail.
Yeah. We just don't have two trees in the backyard close enough together to give it a try.
Just get some
One
rope.
end of the porch to the other.
Yeah, we'll be testing out to see if you got any termites in those posts.
Yeah.
No termites.
No termites?
If there's termites, I need to fire the bug man.
Cheese mix. What is? Please explain yourself on what is a cheese mix, cheese mix, or is that supposed to be Chex mix? I'm trying to figure this out. But yes, that would be a good determination on termites in the porch, in the back, in the posts.
Because I'm really not worried about Elizabeth, but you know, JW.
Well, I'm not worried about myself. My head can go through some pretty tough stuff.
Yeah.
I'm worried about her. I'm more worried about
cover.
the porch. I'm more worried about the porch in the back than I am myself.
So you guys aren't RVing yet at all, huh?
No, we tent camp.
You tent camp.
And tent camp. And we are currently looking. In fact, we went down to Definiak Springs, Florida, and found one that we like. And
No. It's not a like. This one is, if he could steal it and had enough for a down payment, he would have driven it off the lot. The day we went looking. Yeah. And it was a drivable Class C Jayco Jayhawk.
Okay.
No,
Greyhawk.
Pre-owned?
No.
With no miles.
We actually went to the dealer. It had a couple of miles on it.
But one thing we are looking for is we don't mind the step up from the cab to the living quarters. It's the step up from the living to the bed that we don't like.
Just get a running start.
Yeah, no. We went looking and I visually did not see the step and I tripped and fell from the kitchen to the bedroom. And the gentleman on the lot walked in as I was getting up off the floor and he was quite concerned. And I was like, nope, we're not in this one. We're done. See you later. And I stepped outside and he stepped outside and we're like, we really need a one-piece flat floor plan. The only step up is from the cab to the living area. And, you know, we're not going to compromise on it because there were fixes of, well, we can put a plank and we can, you know, you can just step over it and we can put tape on it.
You're going to spend that. You're going to spend that kind of money? No.
Not if, yeah, exactly. I'm in my 30s. And if I buy this amount of money, which is a house payment, I want it to be a flat floor plan and that's not a compromise for us. So we have now only looked for specifics with one flat floor plan, and everybody around us can find used, but we have been looking at the lots as brand new just to get ideas and specifics of what they come with, and what we need and what we want to try to find a used on a local site, a Craigslist, or the dealer used. But around here, they're such a hot commodity, they're not used and on the dealer floor long.
Yeah.
It's the whole country that, because, nobody wants to fly, and, the cruise industry is dead. And if you go to a hotel, you're going to spend your whole vacation locked in your hotel room until you can come out. So at least if you have your own home that moves, you can still do your own thing and like that. So
here's an idea. Lift your leg up to the next floor.
So my only other question.
I'll call him and let him come pick me up off the floor the next time I trip and fall.
My only other question: have you considered a travel trailer as opposed to a motorhome?
Well,
I'm going to let her explain this because I'm up for anything.
If we go for travel trailer, we have to trade in the car and get the truck to pull the travel trailer. Or
a vehicle that can tow a travel trailer. You don't need 35-foot travel trailer.
Yeah.
For the two of you, you don't. Because having done camping in the 70s, before there was like a lot, there was amenities in there. I mean, my mother invented the word glamping, but you can get you could tow something like Traveling Robert has, which is a 17-footer. You could tow that with, he towed that with a Kia until after 200,000 miles blew up. And now he's towing it with a Colorado pickup truck. But, it's amazing what you can find in places like police auctions, municipal auctions. You could tow that with a retired police.
Our bank, the bank we use, our headquarters is located 20 miles north of where we currently live. And every time we go up to that area, we're always like, is there an RV out front?
Is there a repo out front? Because they do have them bank repos out front on the lot.
And they do a yearly auto auction. Boats, RVs, cars, motorcycles.
Yeah. So, the thing right now is that any type of repo or anything like that, it's going to be dear. But if you could hold your price down on your tow vehicle and put it into the trailer, because the trailer, I think you can. What do you finance a trailer at, Sonia? How many years? How many? 15. All right, so Sonia's got a 15-year loan on her. Yeah, on her travel trailer, and what? Yeah, what is it about?
A month?
Yeah.
Normally, well, I was upside down. You have them to trade in it for 2 years, but normally they're like between $180 and $250 a month.
Yeah, $180 to $250 a month. They cost nothing to insure. In most states, the registration for them is nothing.
$23.
Yeah, like in New Jersey, it's $23 to register your travel trailer, and hers is 35 foot long.
Yeah.
So and she bought it new. So if you can find a tow vehicle with maybe 50, 60,000 miles on it that can tow it and get it relatively inexpensively. The nice thing about a travel trailer is that when you get to where you're going, instead of giving 7 miles to the gallon, you're back to 15 or 20. And that was the big deciding factor when my parents decided to open a travel trailer. because there was 3 kids, and it was okay when we're really gonna go around on back then a 20-foot motorhome, was a big motorhome. We're gonna go around with a motorhome. Now, the other side of the coin is that if you like to do things like do day trips, so like go fishing or that sort of thing, then the motorhome might make sense, and then find a vehicle to tow behind the motorhome. What kind of vehicle do you have now?
The Toyota Corolla.
Okay.
Go ahead and say it the way you normally say it.
The Toyota Crayon.
Crayon
Or Crayola.
Yeah.
I love you, honey.
So Chief, for those trailers at the Lennon lot, are they do they belong to what the hell is the name of that organization? Military people can rent.
Yeah,
I've actually.
We cannot get on Fort Rucker ourselves.
And I actually asked this last week if I could go get on post, and she was busy, but maybe I asked the wrong person. But the last time she was out there, she said there weren't any out there. So
yeah, but at any rate, if you could tow the Toyota behind a motorhome, once again, you don't need 35-foot of motorhome.
Yeah.
Well,
you only need it's just the 2 of you.
The Class C that we are looking at,
it's probably about 20-foot nose to bumper.
and it had a queen bed for the 2 of us.
Right.
And it had an overhead sleeper for my boy who occasionally hangs out with us. And then the dinette, kitchen. And I actually liked this kitchen layout. It was a little L shape, but it was tiny. And it had all of our P's and Q's. It had enough space for him to set up in the dinette all the computer gadgets and computers and monitors and cameras, and it had enough space for us for everything. The one thing we haven't been looking at tow behinds is because I just kind of wanted it to be one piece, but then I've got a lot of people saying, well, if you had the truck, an Expedition, or whatever to pull a pull behind, you would come out on top a lot cheaper.
Well, I'm going to agree with that, and with the provisos that you don't need an $80,000 pickup truck or Expedition. I mean, we're pretty sure, we haven't done it yet, but we're pretty sure that Sonia's Colorado can pull that trailer. It's got a 7,000 pounds tow capacity. The trailer, even though it's long, it's only 4,500 pounds.
Yeah.
Before we started looking at Class C's, there was a Toyota Tacoma that we looked at, and a little Winnebago, the little ones. And we just kind of
you mean like the mini tinnies?
The minis. Yeah. The minis.
Well, I mean, I know you guys watch Robert. He does all of his stuff in a 1705. That's 17 foot long. He's got no problem pulling it with that Colorado. Yeah. And now he's talking about the next one moving up 21. But yeah, 21 was her first one, and now she's up to a 31. But it sits on the site all year. It's not like we'll maybe do it someday. But right now, because of her gigs and stuff,
we've actually talked to the head teller at one of our local branches here in town, and she said, with my income, my partial income, and his 2 incomes, a full and a partial, we would need at least $8,000 for a good down payment, whether it was a C or a pull behind. So that's our goal. We're trying to get to 8 very quickly.
What does the financing people at the trailer say?
Usually maybe 37% down.
Say that again.
What? Yeah. Well, you didn't hear what they said. What did the people? If you sat down like that trailer or that RV that you like down in Florida, did you actually sit down with the financing people? Okay, because they have, they have deals. It's their job to sell stuff, sell cars or sell trailers, whatever. And they're going to find a financing deal for you that's going to work with your income. They'll get you approved and they'll work with your income. So, sometimes the bank is not because they're only going to look at their own rates. They're not going to look at rates from, I'll just, Bank of America or TD or something like that. Or there's companies out there that specialize in doing RV loans. So my thing is that if you find something that you like, okay, they'll tell you what you can afford. They'll run your credit and they'll look at your income and they'll look at your expenses, because the last thing they want is to get repossessed either. They want you to be able to live with it. And have them tell you, no, you can't do it. But 10% is usually what they want down.
Well, and that's what we're trying to work towards right now.
But 10% of a $28,000 vehicle is only $2,800, not $8,000. Okay. Now, more is better. And what I tell people, that's what I've done with every car that I financed over the last 3 years. Okay. When the payment comes in, and let's say that it's $580 a month, I'm just picking a number, I send them $600. Okay. I send them $20 a month, $20. Okay. $20 a month. Okay. I just paid my 16 Impala off a year and a half early with $20 a month, because it comes off the back end of the loan.
Yep.
So,
well, right now
don't say I can't until you ask.
Yeah. Right now we're actually ahead on the car payment, and we've gotten all of my credit card debt paid off. We're working on his credit card debt. And then the only thing, because when we do this, because there is such limited income right now, when we do this, my goal is to have just the rent and our basics for the sticks and bricks, and then the payment for whatever toy we get.
So, but
you took a deep breath. I was,
it's like I said, if you don't ask the sales guy to go talk to the finance guy, and you just go to your bank, the bank, a lot of these banks, they don't understand RV loans or boat loans for that matter. They don't, they're used to writing things from mortgages and for regular car loans that really don't exceed 5 years. RVs get financed and boats get financed over 15 years normally, because 20 years for the new one. So if you're going to finance $25,000 over 10 years, at 4%, it's not a lot of money. So I'm just saying that, don't just go to, your bank, ask, because, excuse me, I'm just going to sit up here, because it's their business. They want to sell RVs. We went in to buy this truck for Sonia, and these people bent over backwards at the Chevrolet dealer to sell her this truck. And it wasn't even a new truck. It was 3 years old, but it only had 6,500 miles on it. 6,500 miles, 2 O's, not 3. So, she walked away with a tremendous deal, and she finances it, and she pays a little extra on it every month, and that's what's going to knock the loan down like crazy. But so she did the other way. She had the trailer, but she needed a new vehicle, because the vehicle she had was getting to the point where it was going to start to cost her money. So she kind of did the math and said, well, this is stupid. I can get a new vehicle for what it's going to cost me to do this and that of major maintenance on my SUV that she had. So it's all, asking the right person and have them work for you. if they want, if they want to sell a $28,000 piece of recreational vehicle equipment, and you're the guy who's going to walk in there, they're going to do what they can to make sure that you walk out and, like, JW said, I'll drive it home. And that's what you got to tell them. You got to tell them, you can make this happen. Okay, I'll sign the papers today. And make them, I mean, if it's used, do a thorough walkthrough, make sure that, don't get yourself into the thing that happens, some of the things that happened to Lucretia and Richard, where they thought they had somebody look at it and they didn't look close enough, and they've had some issues. And then, not only that, but they've had, other than the issues of Lucretia having to drive a vehicle that she never drove before, from Washington State to Quartzsite, they had some mechanical issues with the vehicle. They've got something wrong with a bracket that needs to be welded, and it crushed their fuel filter, and there was fuel smell inside. So but if it's new, it's new. It comes with a warranty just like a vehicle does, and so most of them are 3 years. And Sonia had a problem with her trailer. It's documented on YouTube that she had a problem with the trailer. They sent somebody, they picked it up, they hauled it back to Indiana, they brought it back, got to the dealer rejected it, sent it back to Indiana again, then they fixed it properly again. And the people that she dealt with in Indiana, all right, was the best customer service ever. I mean, these people were out of this world, So it's all in what you do. And somebody, I use Jayco or a Mini Winnie, get pulled behind. Yeah, I mean, Robert was just at the show. Go back and look at some of his videos. He was showing prices for new equipment. They were show prices, but even if you look at the list prices, you get an idea, And then, but if you have to be, believe me when I tell you, the one other thing my mom taught me was how to use a credit card, and thank God, I've never had issues with credit cards, but I never buy anything I can't afford to pay for either. But that's, and I understand that life happens and you have to do things sometimes, but bottom line of it is that don't think that you can't because your bank says you can't. Go to the people that want to sell you something, and they'll figure out a way. And then you still have the right to say, I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah. And one of the things they're either going to say, this is the best I can do, or they're going to go, well, let me go back and sharpen my pencil.
We had even looked at the Toyota Tacomas for either to pull or to be a towed. And if we trade in the Corolla, the car, for the truck, that gives us a little bit more storage space to haul what we currently haul when we go camping. And then we can either use that truck to pull or be a towed, either way. So,
well, you have to remember when you move into a travel trailer or a motorhome, right? A lot of the things that you have to put in your Toyota now, okay? Well, they're going to live in the trailer, or they're going to live in the RV. Your plates and your cups and your silverware and your pots and pans that you're going to use for the road, and your chairs and your clothes and all of that stuff. Slam in the back of it.
That means we're going to have a lot more room in the garage.
A lot more room in the garage?
That means you can get out of the car in the garage because we're not pushed for space.
Very true.
Well,
one thing that we looked at here in town is the neighborhood that we are currently in, knock on wood, We are not in an HOA. Therefore, the pull behind, the Class C, can fit in our driveway and not cause problems with other neighbors.
Mhm.
And we wouldn't have a storage fee
Mm-hmm.
like
That was a very
most
important
everybody else
thing to,
does.
well, yeah, that's another important thing to think about is that what do I do with this thing when I'm not using it?
Because right now, as is, we are just weekenders.
Yeah. That's what most of the people are, or they take a 2-week vacation, or But if you can keep it in the driveway, I mean, my dad used to keep this travel trailer, 22-foot travel trailer, in the driveway when he wasn't using it.
And my mother's sister and her husband have a fifth wheel, and they keep it in their driveway. And they, of course, they've got the truck, they've got the fifth wheel, and then on the back of the fifth wheel, they've got a hitch for a 5-foot trailer, just for the all-terrain vehicles.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the length limit is on some states, but I guess they're within it.
Well, what's funny, that came up.
And that's why we wanted a Class C, is because I want the length to be short enough to go into some of the national parks, because some of the national parks do have limits.
Yes, they do. But if it helps you any, between the Colorado and Mini-Titty 2, okay, Robert hasn't run into a length problem.
Yeah.
So that's whatever the length of the Colorado is, 14 feet.
Something like that.
And the trailer, the trailer's 17. So that's 31.
Yeah.
So he hasn't had a problem, and I mean, he can maneuver that thing like crazy. Now, it's not, he's driven it probably 75,000 miles. But still, it's, and it's like easy. It just follows right behind you.
And that's more the Colorado, and his Colorado and pull behind is much more easier to maneuver than a 35-foot Class A.
Oh, yeah.
Quit talking about people that are in the room.
Well, okay, but the guy
I'm stating fact.
The guy that's driving the 35-foot Class A, okay? I mean, I know what your dad did in the Navy, but somewhere along the line, I'm sure that he drove large amounts. My dad grew up driving, in addition to being on the police department, he used to drive trucks. He grew up working on a farm. So he was used to driving big vehicles, Do I recommend that you take your 35-foot Class A into Manhattan? No. Okay. But, can you maneuver it around? Yeah. Oh, we were talking to, it's kind of funny. We were talking to Papa Drew and his lady earlier, just before we started to come up. And we were on a Facebook, where you can chat, video chat, video call. And he was saying that he pulled his 33 foot, not pulled, he drove his 33-foot motorhome through San Francisco. Oh, it's not like LA's got nice, really wide streets and stuff. San Francisco is a really old city.
Yeah.
So the streets are narrow and hard turns and everything. And okay, so Drew drove tanks in the Marine Corps, but so it's all in what you're comfortable with. And if the dealer is worth their salt, no matter what you buy, before they hand you the temp tags and the keys, okay? They, they're going to make sure that you know what you're doing with that thing. My dad spent half a day with the guy when he bought the trailer, how to hook it up, what to do, the order to do things with, and we still had a problem. We still had a problem on the maiden trip, but it wasn't anything that couldn't happen. And
my dad says,
I'm reading the chat. I can back the sucker in, no problem. I believe you, sir. But everybody's got different experiences in life, I mean, I
watch a YouTube channel that they purposely pick drive-through slots because she doesn't like to back in. He will, but she purposely, if she knows she's driving they'll pick drive-through slots just so that she doesn't have to back in, back up, turn
And that's
around.
fine.
Yeah.
And that's fine. If you can do that, that's fine. I mean, it's look, the back of trailer in and the back of the large vehicle in, it's normally a team effort. One person drives, the other person and the part of the learning.
Walkie-talkies.
No, we didn't use walkie-talkies.
Hand
We used to
signals.
stand in the back where the guy could see it, right, and used to point which way we wanted the back of the trailer to go. And you turn, so you would say, you do the come on back, right, and then
Come on back.
you would
Come on back.
point this way. So if you point to the left, that means that the driver turns the wheel to the left if you're a trailer, right, and vice versa. So it takes some practice. So you go to the local Walmart on a Saturday, on a Sunday, right, out in the middle of the boondocks, in the area where nobody parks because, they had to buy the land anyway, so they put a parking lot out there, beg, borrow, and steal some traffic cones and learn how to work as a team to back up and go forward and what to do. And it's like, when I bought my first real boat, guy told me, just go slow. If you go slow, even if you bounce off something, you're not going to break anything. So, and that's the same thing with, a travel trailer, right? Right lane, you're going down the road. Okay. You learn little tricks about, if you feel the back loose, you reach down and hit the trailer brakes, stops it, straightens the thing right out, or you just step on the gas and it'll straighten it right out. And so it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of women out there. I mean, Sonia, she pulls that trailer. I don't drive it. Okay, she knows how to drive a school bus, but when we go anyplace, she's pulling the trailer because it's her trailer and her car. It's not that I can't; it's that she does. So there's plenty of women out there hauling these things around.
Well, I won't, and that's a fact. It's not going to be my job.
I will believe this post the day I see the video of.
That's funny.
Park to Class B.
I'll believe that the day I see the video of it.
Dude,
show me the.
I'm telling it. You know what it is? She's got to know the basics of how to do it, because what happens if you get halfway through a trip and you break your leg? What are you going to do then? So if she's got a driver's license.
No, we're stuck.
Why?
Like
you don't have a license?
I'm legally. Where's the camera?
Right here.
I am this close to being legally blind to never drive.
So
can I drive? Do I know the mechanics? Yes, but I have 50% of the vision field that you have, and I don't think you'd want me driving the big truck and the big toy.
Okay. So if you have a limitation like that, JW, don't break your leg.
I don't plan on it.
Don't break your leg.
But I'm not going to do
one at least.
I'm not going to do anything to make my leg be broken for any reason.
The right leg, at least.
The bottom line of it is that you gotta, do your due diligence and recognize your limitations but don't sit there and say, oh, the bank says I need this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Ask the people that sell the things. They'll tell you what you need, because they get credit approval all the time, because that's their business. Okay. What else are we going to talk about?
Yep.
Why is this all blurry? Let's roll my autofocus. What else are we going to talk about?
What is wrong with your autofocus?
I don't know. The camera belongs to the company, so if it's broken, I'm just getting a new one.
That part. I left my good one at the station. I
Your birthday's not till Thursday. Stop.
Yes,
You're gonna buy
but I have
RV
friends that have trained me. I have friends that have trained me well. We celebrate all month.
Oh.
No.
Well, you might wake up tomorrow morning and that motorhome be in the driveway with a big Lexus ribbon on it.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
But yeah, you can celebrate all month if you want to, like Miss RV Underway and others. But it's not until Thursday.
It's not till Thursday.
And I do have 2 items in my pocket for your birthday that I can't give you until then.
Until Thursday.
He's got 2 items in his pocket, huh? Okay.
My right pocket.
Yeah, all right. She'll be going through your clothes tonight.
The pants pocket that I left at work.
Yeah.
Real funny.
So I'll have to ask you a question, JW. You said that you were looking for a career change. Is that happening or not? Last time we talked, you said you were looking to.
I've been bugging them, and I haven't heard anything back from them. And I'm still looking.
You're talking about McDonald's, right? Or
we're currently at McDonald's, but he wants to leave McDonald's, and the company had offered him the interview, and they said we'll get back to you, and they just haven't.
And that's where it's left.
Yep. Call him up.
They left it.
What the hell?
He has.
Good night, Barbara.
I will see you and Dad tomorrow night about 5-ish.
After they're live.
Yeah.
So whenever they want.
I made a mistake of scheduling your birthday dinner at 3:00 tomorrow. Then I realized their live is at 3. So I said, will 5 do?
Well, you could just have your birthday dinner during their live. I mean, everybody sit around the table.
No.
Happy birthday.
They'd
No.
rather. They're
might too popular.
Come. Yeah. I don't.
What do you mean they're too popular?
They're.
It's all content, man.
They're borderline royalty.
Although I don't know if they've had a good week
on somebody's chat, which we both laughed about.
Why laugh at celebrity dumb?
She just took it to be funny.
Well, he may need a good laugh instead if they've had a bad week.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They know where to find me.
Yeah. Like parking on Jefferson's nose.
I guess so.
All right. So you're looking to go to an engineering firm or something, JW?
Well, I've had a call for Walmart, but it was I was at work and couldn't take the call. Then when I called them back, they said we've already got it filled, and it was like less than an hour later.
Yeah.
So I want to re-up that application and see about going back with them. I just want to say hey to Miss Sue of Lucky Dog Productions.
It's
in the
Sue.
house.
Hello, Sue.
I think we do have royalty in the house now.
We absolutely have royalty in the house now. There is absolutely no doubt.
And then we've got Sue with Lucky Dog Productions.
Yes. She says that she's moderating another channel. Gee, what a surprise that is. And she's
a busy
saying
woman.
Howdy. Well, she's good at what she does.
And
she's very good at what she does.
I thought about asking her to moderate our channel, but she is pretty busy.
I'll give her a
can't
wrench.
Find a decent day, so.
And RV Underway has been under to most of our lives, so I think I'll give them a wrench.
Throw a wrench at them.
Well, as you start to grow your channel, right, and you start to do these live streams, that moderator becomes really important.
Yes.
I said you've both been in Robert's chat where you get 700-800 people in there. They do that with 3 moderators because the one kids, they do it with 3 moderators. And out of the 3 of them, the best one of the group is Sue. No, hands down. And I'm sure that those other 2 guys would say, well, I'm sorry, 4 because Red Jaguar. But Diz is in there. Diz is pretty good. But Sue just blows those other guys away. She is an ultimate pro. And she's probably not here anymore, but if she is, I'm making her blush. But she's really good. And, she makes sure she has your phone number so she could text you about something that's going on that maybe you don't see or whatever, or you can text her. She really takes it seriously. And those are the people that you need to be moderators.
Mm-hmm.
Also people that are going to be committing to be there every week for you live. But, I flipped over and looked before and, there's 4 of us in there. Well, you're 1 and I'm 2. Okay. And, and there's 2 more in here. So basically, there's the 4 of us. So I don't know what your niche is going to be. I know we talked about this a while ago, right? We need to find a niche somehow.
How in the world
to get in there?
Did you get their texts, their chats before I did? And you're on a phone.
Because I'm good like that.
Because she's on the YouTube and you're on the StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
Well, the
I'm
chat
on YouTube on my cell phone.
Right.
And he's on StreamYard on the computer.
Right. The chat will appear first on YouTube.
And like I just saw Lucky Dog post twice on the YouTube, and I'm yet to see it on. Just now came up on.
Just up now, came on now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's normal.
There's a delay.
Yeah. Sonia's using Restream. Same thing. There's a delay. The video comes first on the StreamYard side, but the chat comes first on the YouTube side.
Because StreamYard, our video, your video goes to the server and out from there.
That's correct.
And then it gathers everything else and then sends it back to us. So that's the way my brain works on how it. Well, we are about 8 minutes past what we intended. We are 38 minutes past what we intended.
That's all right. I hope.
Mr. I like to talk.
It was me. It wasn't him even. It was me. Don't be pointing at him. I'll take the blame. There's a lot to talk about.
But it was all good, pertinent information.
Mm-hmm.
And
therefore, time flew.
Yeah.
And now we got to
I looked up and I saw it was an hour, 8 minutes, and I was like, holy cow.
Yep. And that's how it'll go by. You get something rolling in your chat, or you get a guest, or you get a panel up.
Good conversation.
Chat. All of a sudden, you're gonna. Sonia did her Friday night. We started early. Started at 7, and I think we finally gave it up at 1:15 in the morning.
Ooh.
And there was never less than 15 people in the chat. That was small. Okay. The rest of the night when she gave it up, because I was really trying to go to bed. There was still 20 people in the chat. So, you gotta, you gotta find that niche somehow. You gotta find a time when there isn't any, like tonight. Lance did a pop-up live. I think Gina's on now. Weekends are easier.
I'm hoping when it warms up a little bit and we're actually out camping again, I'm hoping our content will pick up, and I'm hoping we'll pick up viewers that way with more content and more lives of us actually being on the lake, walking the trail, whatever we're doing for that afternoon.
But there's also, but the trick is to come up with content. Sonia, she put up a 30-second video again. There's a guy in the next town that does snow sculptures every time we have a major snow. So she's got a 31-second video up there that she shot today and actually posted it right from the phone of this guy doing a snow sculpture of the Lincoln Memorial on his front porch, on his front lawn. I mean, Lincoln sitting in his chair. And then we went someplace else. We went someplace else, and she did. Yeah, we went to Guitar Center. And I'm not even sure what she shot there because I walked around and played, and then I went back to where the keyboards were and looking at stuff that I can't afford. But
the same way.
Yeah, well, but so I'll have to look at the video because I don't know what she did. But she came back here tonight and she edited it for an hour and 20 minutes and I guess she put music in and whatever she did, I'll look at it. But but you have to do something when you're not camping.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
Go. I don't know, and I don't know where you are down there, but there's always points of interest. They're always, hey, this happened today. There's something.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and cut it here, and we appreciate you hopping in, and we appreciate Sonia for making a quick appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And we know RV Underway is going over to see 30 and a Wake Up. So they're live. Last time I checked, Boomer was live. So there's a few places.
Boomer did a pop up tonight. But
yeah.
All right.
So
until next time,
from the Aloha Conk and Jim, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, folks.
Aloha.
Bye.
Hello. Bye now.
Jim's opinion. See, Mama wouldn't take me out there.